Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Dream Prophet. This is teen reading, and happy birthday to all Sagittarians out there. This is your time. Jupiter, your planet, is returning to Sagittarius, so you can expect to be in your element, and you will start to see things become more aligned with who you are for the next little while. I'm not sure how long. I am not an astrologist, but I definitely know that Jupiter is the giver of gifts and expansion and luck. All right, so let's start off with just a general. These are John Holland's The Psychic Tarot deck for Sagittarius for team. All right. Oh, wow. Yeah, what did I say? Victory and success. Everything is going to be going your way in the month of Earth. You've worked hard for this triumphant card. Victory is yours. All right, let's see what else comes out. Whoa. Okay, Memories of Love. I'm going to keep on going. I'm going to get 4 cards here. Oh, look at this Triumph card again. Another card came out, so there's something to be to think about. I'm going to put that up here because this kind of came out to the side when this popped out. So there's something to it. We'll talk about that in just a second. Final card. All right, Wisdom. Okay, so out of all of these cards, you have 2 major arcana, Triumph and the Wisdom card. All right, so again, this was the first card that popped up. Just success is yours this month. This has been a long haul for you. I can't even tell you how many years it's been, but definitely everyone has felt the Saturn in their first house, and now it's in your second house, but definitely not as powerful as it was in the first house. So whatever you've been working on, just know that you will be successful, and this is your time right now. Now, I do have Memories of Love. So this means something from the past is coming back in the month of Earth. Something to think about. So if you were thinking this could be a person, this could be a job, this could be an idea that you've been thinking of. What's nice to know is it's surrounded by victory on both sides. So whatever is coming back, it's coming back in a much more successful way. So if you have left something behind before, just know that this time around, you will be successful with whatever that be. Now, this Triumph card is a little bit different than this one. This one is about just being able to, pat yourself on the back, blowing your horn to everybody. I did it, and being proud of it. I mean, some say with this card that you have to be careful of the ego and not being like shoving it down people's throats. But honestly, Sagittarius, you deserve to blow that horn because it has been a tough go for you. So why not soak in it and announce it to the world? And this Triumph card is all about you being in the driver's seat, taking control and charging full steam forward. You've got your flag. You've just grabbed the flag. You've been successful, victorious, and this is a triumphant move forward. And it's interesting because it's moving towards something that is from the past. So if this has to do with your career, so say you got passed by on a certain job and it's coming back in, now you can go forward to it and charge ahead to it. If it's a past love, maybe it's like giving that person a chance and charging toward being open to love. Now it's interesting that the card that fell out, this one came out first, so I knew this was the card, but this card, Trapped in Fear, kind of came out to the side but off a little bit. So I feel like there's still something that you're considering or holding on to from the past, because we were talking about something from the past that you're going to be charging forward toward. There is still some fear attached to possibly moving toward it. So maybe, if it was a situation where it wasn't pleasant, or you were hurt by it, or you're unsure if this could be stable enough, Or, you know, I mean, when you look at it, all these candles, which are being sent out into the water. Water to me represents emotion, and the fact that they're burning candles, eventually they're going to burn out. And maybe that's what the fear is that this is going to fizzle out. So you're not sure if you should charge forward towards it. But just know that this Trapped in Fear card is about you putting yourself behind bars. No one else is doing it but you through your mental thoughts. So be careful of what thoughts you're bringing forward. You may have to really examine why you're feeling this way if you have fear about returning to something from the past. Maybe it's something that you have to just be more positive about and examine those beliefs, those, you know, they're negative beliefs that no longer apply to the situation. So that's just a hint of just be wary of or be aware of. Okay? And the last card here is Wisdom. So if there's any concern for you whether or not this is the real deal or not, please consult with someone. This is about looking towards someone who has more wisdom than you and asking for their assistance. This could be a counselor. This could be, for others of you, you may actually be dealing with a real estate agent and buying a house, contemplating a move to a house. This could be a religious leader, a spiritual advisor, an accountant, a lawyer, anyone who has the wisdom that you do not have and that you have to consult with them in order to achieve your goal. And it's interesting because you have a 6, you have another 6, and then you have a 7 and a 5. So you go from 6 to 7. So here's one success, something from the past returns, another success which goes up a level, and then you sort of have to, and I guess because of the fear, which is the number 8, by the way, fear, it's this end up being or having a result of change, because 5 generally is short term or changes. Maybe the thing from the past is the house that you couldn't afford before and now you can afford this month, or at least before the end of the year. All right, lots of great potential there. All right, let's I'm going to grab some of the angel cards here. These are messages from your angels by Doreen Virtue, and I'm just going to get some clarifiers on here just to see what pops up. That's two. All right, Sagittarius, November 2018. Okay, nothing's sort of popping out at the moment, so I might have to just put them down. Okay, here we go. Yoga and exercise. At the end of a cycle, take action, Serena. Okay, so Ray, Caressa, Oceana, and Serena. Ooh, I like this. Okay, so the first one, the victory and success, and then we have sort of like the yoga and meditation card. So I feel for this one, for some of you, it may just be opening up your own yoga center or spiritual center, or having victory in a spiritual awakening that you were hoping for. I also feel, though, for some of you, it's the ability to just relax now that you've experienced this victory. There's a time of being able to just soak it all in and take a moment, take a breath, and enjoy this peace of mind and spiritual growth. Everything is going to be okay because you have financial abundance, not as much struggle. Things are going to be much easier for you and smoother. Now, this memories of love, and it's interesting, it says, Caressa, you're at the end of a cycle in your life. Call upon your angels to comfort you and to guide you to your next step. Happiness awaits you now. So I feel like, yes, whatever this thing from the past is, this is closure. This is coming full circle. It's coming back because it's full circle. So let's just suppose that this was a relationship that you sort of had to separate from in order to do what you need to do spiritually, perhaps. And now it's coming back around because you have to complete that cycle. And maybe you're going to end up starting a new cycle with this person, which is much better than what it was before, or you're ending the cycle, you're having the closure you didn't get to have with this person, and now you're going to start fresh because you have the triumphant card again. So maybe having the closure allows you to move forward in your life like you never did before. You don't have to hold back now because you know for sure there is no reconciliation. Or, like I said, it will be a reconciliation, but it will be the end of what the cycle that did not work, and start fresh with that person. Okay, and you know, apply it to career or other areas of your life. So now when I want to go to the Triumph card, I get Oceana as clarifying, and it's very interesting because this is an action-oriented card. You can see the swift movement of the hair. And this Oceana is all about taking action as well. It says you're in touch with your truth in this situation and you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. So again, I want to go back to, if this is a relationship, it's saying you know what your truth is. So if you feel like you want to move towards that person, go for it. Just go for it. Open your heart. You know your truth. Trust it. And if you feel it's about ending the cycle and moving on to someone new, then that's the decision you're going to make. Whatever the decision is, you are moving forward and in honoring your truth and opening up your heart to love. And the final outcome, oh my gosh, you'd be consulting a financial advisor here, because this is the abundance card right here. Serena, I am the angel of abundance. You will receive the money that you need, and God is in charge of how that will happen. Have faith. So trust that money is coming to you, and you actually have to consult a financial expert to manage the amount of money that's coming your way, or you're going to receive the money you're hoping to buy that house that you've been looking at. What a great month, Sagittarius. All right, let's take a look at love. Sagittarius love for November 2018. November. Sagittarius. Oh, there's one. Honeymoon. Ooh la la. Going on a trip with someone special. For those of you who are or just getting married, your honeymoon is booked for her, or you're booking your honeymoon in the month of her. Not necessarily going on it in her, but for others of you, it could be just going on a holiday with someone that you care about. It is safe for you to love. Beautiful. So this is all about knowing that you can trust, you can open your heart, and that your love will be received and given. There will be open. Oh, okay. Whoa, this is interesting. 2 cards popped out, so I'm going to have to take them. Yeah, so we have the honeymoon card. Going on a trip with a significant other or a special someone in your life. Could be possibly to a foreign country, over water. Looks very European. For some of you, it could be Venice or Florence. Is it Venice or Florence that has the gondola? Maybe it's both. But anyway, it's beautiful. And just know to enjoy yourself and trust that it's okay. You deserve to be loved. Open your heart to give and receive that love, because it will be reciprocated. I do see, though, that children are a part of the scenario here. So for some of you, this could mean that you're be expecting a child. You could be bringing your children with you on this trip. Or maybe it's just the two of you are going to feel like kids again. A renewed relationship where you feel like it's the beginning again of how you felt, when you first were in love as a kid, and what it felt like, the innocence of that. And then the final outcome is definitely make the effort. You got to put the work in. Let that person know how you feel. I think that person is also going to let you know how they really care. And maybe that wasn't expressed in the past. That needs to change in this cycle. And the reason I say that is because the deception card is upside down. And deception can mean things. I mean, it could mean that someone is cheating, right? And they're not coming clean. But it's reversed, so that means that that is no longer the case. So if there was a third party, that is no longer the case. But it could also mean just that, you know, the two of you in the relationship weren't really telling each other how you really felt. Always, you know, I mean, generally, a lot of the time this happens in a relationship when you're projecting your issues onto each other. You mirror each other, and the other person sees themselves in you, but they don't realize that, or you're putting a false face on not wanting the person to know what your faults are or anything like that. And this is just saying, I want to be real, I want to be vulnerable, I'm going to make the effort and show you that, like, see here they have masks on, and here they don't. And they're, again, it almost looks like the kids, really the beginning, starting fresh, showing you what it was like to love before all issues, before all the stuff I've had to deal with in life. I'm not going to bring that to the table anymore. I'm going to show you who I am. Okay? It's quite beautiful. All right, now let's take a look at career, life purpose cards, starting virtues. Sagittarius. Woo! Wow. Okay, 3 cards just flew out of the deck, so I'm gonna have to take them, even though they were down, but they needed to be talked about. Okay, so I got books, sensitivity, and talk to your angels. Okay, so for a lot of you, you're going to be reading a lot of books to get some information that will help you down your life purpose path. Or for others, you it could be you're in a career that deals with books, in publishing, printing, could be writing, it could be, I'm not sure what else here, books, librarian possibly. Anything to do with books. But again, I feel like for a lot of you, it's just you're researching, you're reading up on possibly something new in your career that you have to learn, or you want to find out more about before making a change in your career. I don't see change in career yet, but I do see a sensitivity and talk to your angels. So I feel like you're becoming more aware of energies around you, which is the reason you're becoming more sensitive. So you're opening up to being able to communicate either with angels or spirit guides or past loved ones or spirits. Perhaps for some of you, you're psychic mediums. And you could be reading up more on that, on what is happening with you and how you can move forward. All right, let's get a couple more. So this is for life purpose, career, for Sagittarius team. Oh, okay, way too. You know what, I'm going to keep this one because that one did pop over and this one did too. So, oh, look at that. Okay, so I got the light and love card. Your purpose is to bring divine healing, light, and love to this world. And whenever I see this card, I mean, this could apply to any career, really. It's really sharing who you are, shining your light in the world. This could be as a performer. But a lot of the time when I see this card, for me, it's really for those who are following in the path of a spiritual path, especially when I see sensitivity and talk to your angels. Perhaps you're going to be healing others by sharing that light from the other side. So for those of you who are mediums or psychics. And the reason I say that as well is because the other card is speaker. You have a gift in communication. So you'd be healing others with, again, possibly sharing the messages of past loved ones to others, which helps heal them. But it could also be in as a teacher, although this is not the teacher card, but you could also be presenting on stage and being a guest speaker at a conference or an event in what you do. This could mean you're a channeler. You channel information directly and then give out those messages. right. Okay, what else do we have? Let's take a look at health. I have the self-care cards by Cheryl Richardson. Just things to consider during the month of November as far as your health is concerned. Alright, nothing's really popping out, so I'm just going to pick some cards. It's your health. Here we go. Clearing, rest, priorities, and blessings. Alright, so it looks like you're really clearing out, really letting go of what no longer resonates or aligns with you. Just really making a clear path to a new life, to what you really want to do. And making way, making space for what it is that you do want in your life. So look around your house even. What aren't you using? Donate it. Because where you're going is, your whole life could be changing and you want to create that space to bring that in. And look at the paperwork just kind of flying, although that looks like musical. Just really trusting. All right, we also have rest. So I get the feeling that it might be a very busy month, so you need to, get your rest whenever you can, a nap here, a nap there. Rest as much as possible. If there is anything on your mind, anything, like again, because of the clearing and the rest, this rest card does talk about releasing guilt. So if there's anything that for some reason you feel is your responsibility, I mean, first of all is understanding why it's there, accepting it, and then releasing it. But it is so important that, it doesn't serve you to stay in your energy field. So find out why it's there and let it go. Let it go. Release it. Because you have to start putting things in priority, because you're going to be so busy that you have to think, okay, what do I need to do first? Because you may have so many people now wanting your talent and your skill that you're going to have to start getting used to saying no to some people and realizing what's more important to you. And maybe this too is all about you, self-love. Realizing that you do matter and that you have to start taking care of yourself, because this is your year. Jupiter is back. You don't want to miss out on opportunities. Now you've worked hard to get here. You've probably sacrificed a lot and helped a lot of people along the way. Now it's time to help yourself. And when you do that, look at that, blessings. You can literally touch your star. You're in complete alignment, and it's so close you can touch it. That's how close your wish is. It's yours this month. It truly is. You deserve it. And when it comes, be grateful, accept it with open arms, and share. All right, final card, spiritual. Path of the Soul. Destiny cards by, I think it's Cheryl Lee Harnish. Cheryl Lee Harnish. Okay. So 18, let's get a sense of where you are spiritually. All right. Come on, pop out. Sagittarius, 18. Here we go. All right, I'm going to pick one. Here we go. Oh, wow. Yeah, third eye chakra. You have a lot of psychic energy right now. Psychic mediumship. That's the sensitivity, talking to your angels. This is a big thing for you this month. So be aware and open up. Allow this to open. I mean, it will, because that's what it's showing. But if you're starting to feel sensitive and feeling energies around you, this may be your calling. Allow it to come in. You need to share this information. You're going to be sharing it on a world stage. Wow, what a great month. You deserve it, Sagittarius. Enjoy.